Santa's mailbox being out and jingle bells playing on the radio can only mean one thing. It's holiday season. And here in Berkeley, we're going to show you some of the best places you can get the coolest gifts this year. So join me, Teresa McCarlton, so you can tell that special someone, or Santa, what gift you've been hoping for this year.
Moon Furniture Store, one of our newest stores in the city of Berkeley. I'm here with the owner, Maureen Popkin. Maureen, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
So we're in your store, which just recently opened. Can you talk a little bit about how long you've been open?
Sure. I opened on Saturday, November 5th to the public, and it's been a great turnout so far this last month.
And what was your concept for the store? Are you a past store owner? Is this your first store?
No, this is actually my first store. I've been in the commercial office furniture industry my entire career, which I don't want to tell you how many years that's been. But when I first began as a young woman, I was working in a retail store, which is obviously what this is. My passion for mid-century modern furniture grew over the years, seeing it in commercial applications, and I always found that it was just very expensive for the average homeowner to afford, and really wanted to come out with products and designs that were nearly true to the authentic designs, that were reproductions but were affordable designs that the average consumer could afford to buy.
Sure. And so that's what you've so can you talk a little bit about where do you get your pieces from? Because, I mean, the store is very eclectic. There's different types of pieces everywhere.
There are. Well, you know, it's funny. If you were to move right now, you would pack up all of your small things, all of your accessories. You'd look around your home and you'd say, oh, that doesn't look so good. Well, that's what a furniture store looks like when you just sell furniture. So it came to me that I really needed to have accessories in the store to make my furniture really shine. As you can see from the table here, this Noguchi reproduction, the accessories really make it.
Sure, it looks like a home.
It does. It's exactly how you would find it in your home. I've actually mixed in vintage pottery pieces from the 40s, 50s, and 60s with new pieces as well too. My philosophy of design is work with what you have. You have it because you love it.
Sure.
It's family treasure. It's something that's been passed down to you. Work with what you have.
Okay.
I had a few friends of mine who've had collections over the years of globes. As you can see, I have a lot of vintage globes throughout the store, and pottery as well too. Friends of mine have said they are no longer interested in hanging on to their collection, and would I be interested in adding it to my collection here? So I thought it was a really wonderful fit. So I've encouraged, you know, people from outside to talk to me about their collections that they may be looking to pass on to someone else to love in their home.
Okay, that's wonderful. And can you, if someone comes in here and they need some advice because of your background, are you able to sort of help them? You know, if they say, I have this piece and I'm looking for something to go with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. For me, that's the most fun part about my job, interacting with my customers. I want to engage in what's going on in your home. I want to know how you're living in your space. Bring me pictures, bring me room dimensions, show me where the doors and the windows are. I have a design program that I'm able to work with to input all that information and then to plot, you know, say you wanted this chair here, this Wasili reproduction. We can scale it to put them into your room so that you can see in a 3D dimension how it's going to look in your space.
That's fantastic.
So, and I don't charge for that either. It's just a service that, you know, I encourage people to use, try it, whether or not you buy it from me or not. At least you have an idea whether or not something's going to fit for you or not. Because what we do here is all special order, and special orders, you know, are really difficult to return after the purchase place.
So
I
you want
really
it to be right.
want to make sure, twofold, that it really is the right thing for the homeowner as well too.
That's such a personal touch that you may not get at, you know, a larger store.
Big box store,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're doing a show a little bit about, you know, the holidays and what people, you know, want as gifts or can get as gifts. And I was admiring, you know, a couple different pieces, the barnwood tables. Can you talk a little bit about some of the things that you think would be unique that someone could come here and purchase as a gift?
Well, certainly the table would be a lovely gift for someone to buy. It's a little costly than, you know, a set of candlesticks.
Sure.
But I love the barnwood tables. There's a great little story behind that too. Again, I talked about my early, you know, young womanhood. I used to be a cabinet maker by trade.
Oh my gosh.
So I know woodworking, I know furniture. This is really my life's passion. And developing my lines for the store, I found a manufacturer that I loved. They did a barnwood table with a really cool modern base, and I just thought that was just a really cool look to work with my mid-century chairs. And the manufacturer said no, they weren't interested in working with me because they don't sell to dealers. So I thought, I'll just make it myself. So I found a person here in Michigan who all he does is take down barns for a living, and I get my wood from him. I go out into the field where he stores it, and I hand select everything. I cut it out in the field, put it in my car, bring it back here. You'll see me in the parking lot power washing the wood down.
You're such a Renaissance woman. That's
you know,
amazing.
I just do it all. Yeah, I do it all. It's really a lot of fun.
That's amazing. What was it about, Maureen, you know, you came here, this is your first store. What was it about Berkeley that made you think, this is where I want to be, this is where I want to open my store?
Well, another really interesting story. My boyfriend, who is Dr. Jeff Allen, he resides right next door. He's a local chiropractor here in Berkeley.
Sure, yeah.
He's been here for, oh gosh, maybe 18 years or so.
Okay.
Jeff and I were friends long before we started dating, and I've been coming to Berkeley for a very long time. And just watching the transformation of the city happen, it's still that mom and pop feel that you get here.
Unique destination stores.
It really is very unique here. And when I started my online business this past summer, I was going to go right into the commercial side, which is still something I'm planning on doing. But he said, you know, my tenant is moving. Why don't you consider moving in here? And it's more space than you need, but you'll grow into it.
Right.
So I thought, you know, this is really a great location. There's some wonderful stores here in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're right here on the Coolidge Highway, and it's really popular around here.
I have been received with open arms in the community. And it's really been lovely, and I encourage everybody to shop within the Berkeley system here, within all the other stores. And I couldn't think of another place to be, honestly. I really couldn't, you know. It's just great.
It's wonderful that you're here. I mean, the store is beautiful and what you've done. And we should mention that for people that can't make it down here, that you do have a website.
I do.
It's JuneMoonFurnitureStore.com?
It is, yes.
Okay. So if you can't make it down to this store, try to. It's beautiful, but do check out the website. And you know, we just wish you continued success in the 2012. We encourage people to stop in, and it's really, you've done a beautiful job.
I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Maureen.
Thank you.
We're here at Sassy Chic Resale in Berkeley. I am joined by the owner, Sassy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So we're in your store, which, as you described, sells new and resale clothing, correct?
That's correct.
And can you talk to our viewers a little bit more about what they'll find when they come in here?
Certainly. Here at Sassy, we have everything for women, from low-end to high-end designer clothing, St. John, Chanel, Louis Vuitton. Do visit our store. They come in frequently and they go out fast. We have things from $5 to $100 to $300.
And you have, I mean, looking around, you have shoes, you have really nice purses, and all kinds of different dresses. It's the holiday season. A lot of people are looking for either gifts or, you know, a nice dress or party shirt to wear, you know, to those holiday parties.
Oh, of course. We have things that bling with a lot of sparkle, silver, gold. We have from blue jean to sequins. Rhinestone, taffeta, and silk. We have many things to offer, from dresses to silk pants, wide leg pants to skinny jeans, and also leggings. So many things, shoes, boots, everything comes in, leather and such. Wonderful small city that's located in Michigan, that's tucked away, that many people don't know about, but they're getting to know about Berkeley here.
Yep.
I love it because people have accepted me, they love me, and they have really made my business flourish. So
that's wonderful.
I love it.
Well, we love having you here in Berkeley, and the store is full of a lot of energy. I think a lot of that comes from you.
Thank you.
And it is the holiday time, and we really encourage people to come out, whether it's a gift they need or just a bright shirt for that fun holiday party, and they'll be different because it's, you know, you have such unique pieces here.
Oh yes, I make jewelry. We make cufflinks for men. We make earrings, the new basketball wife earrings. We make those.
very
They're
cool.
sparkly. We have vintage jewelry. We have jewelry. You can come in if you see something that you don't you want and you see it here. We can remake it, replicas for you.
Wonderful.
We can find things for you. So we do personal shopping as well. So if you can't find it here, we can find it for you.
And throughout the year, I should mention too that you have a lot of dresses for prom season too. It is the holiday time, but just in the near future, when the seasons change, we encourage people to come out, and we really appreciate you being here and being with us. And anything else you'd like our viewers to know about Sassy Chic?
Oh, well, Sassy Chic is a place that women can spend little and look a million. We have things that start from $5, tops at $5, bottoms at $10. We have usually run you $1,500 at $30. We have dresses that's $4,000 that we sell at $39. We have mink coats, furs that's usually from $500 to $1,500. We sell at minimum $100. So please do come out and enjoy Sassy Chic. We're a small business that's growing, and so we do need your support, but we also want to help the community. So do come out because we can offer you something that you absolutely need at a very low price.
Thank you so much.
Please do come out.
We appreciate you being with us today,
Oh,
and
thank you.
encourage all of our viewers and people in Berkeley to come check you out.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We are here at Edible Arrangements in Berkeley. I am joined by the manager, Joyce Kelly. Joyce, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. It's great for us to get to meet each other, and we're happy to be featured.
Well, good. Well, we're going to get a little bit into the holiday stuff, but first, can you just tell our viewers, if they're not familiar with Edible Arrangements,
Okay.
they should be, but if they're not, a little bit about what you guys do here and what you offer.
We do fresh food arrangements. We have a variety of pricing. You can find something as small as a box of, say for instance, 6 chocolate-covered strawberries for $15. We do arrangements up in the hundreds of dollars for large groups of people.
And you do a lot of, and you make them in these very beautiful bouquets and displays.
They look like fresh fruit, well, they look like flower arrangements, but it is fruit, and I think that we're giving some of the florists a little run for their money, actually. And because we've been quite successful here in Berkeley for about the past 4 years, we've been #1 in the state.
That's fantastic.
And this past Mother's Day, we were number 12 internationally in sales. So
You guys are very busy.
we're pretty pleased with ourselves, pretty pleased.
Absolutely. And what's sort of the feedback that you get from people if they've never seen an edible arrangement display and say that comes to their office or their
They
home?
love them because it's something fresh, it's something different. It's not wilting. You know, they're actually able to enjoy it. And for as long as we've been here, which is 6 years, there are a lot of people still that don't know about edible arrangements. So we try to put the word out wherever we can.
Sure, absolutely. So with the holiday season, you know, there's holiday parties at the
Right.
office, you know, family parties, that sort of thing. And, you know, this is such a wonderful thing to bring to a party. Can you talk a little bit about some of the items that we see here
Certainly.
and how they can go along with the holidays?
Right. Well, we have a variety of different containers that we're using. We're using our snowman, which has an arrangement of dipped fruit in it. You can have chocolate in it or not. And he's been very popular. This year also, we're doing our brand new holiday house.
It's like a gingerbread
which- It's a gingerbread house. On the top of it, I'm sorry, I don't have a picture yet because we're calling this a soft launch. It has pineapple in the shape of a gingerbread man that's dipped in chocolate. And he's adorable. So we've got that. And we've also got our drum, which we do another variety that has the chocolate-covered pineapple gingerbread man in it as well, or it can just be an all-fruit arrangement. And as I say, you can dip fruit like strawberries, pineapple. You can add different dip fruits to the arrangements like apple wedges, orange wedges, bananas. So there's something for everybody.
And, you know, I know this is a busy season for you guys, so if someone wanted to place an order, about how long does it take, or does it depend on the arrangement?
Normally, it depends on the day, but we do same-day orders, and we like to work with our customers. So we try and do whatever we can for you. If it's going to be for Christmas Eve, if we can have a day's notice at least, that's
Sure.
great, because we will be open until 5 that day. We will be delivering that day.
Wow.
However, we will be closed on Christmas Day.
Okay. And like
So-
flowers, you do deliver, so this
We
can
do
be sort of, you know,
deliver,
everyone likes getting a
or-
delivery.
Somebody can come here and pick it up.
Wonderful.
So, and the arrangements, you know, if anybody's worried about the longevity of the arrangement,
Sure.
come and pick it up Christmas Eve. You can serve it Christmas Day or the next day with no fear. It's going to
And
be
it's
just
still
as
fresh and good.
Absolutely.
And you know, you've been here in Berkeley for a number of years now. What is your feeling about being located here in the city?
You know, to be perfectly honest, I'm from Royal Oak. I love it. I think Berkeley's a great little town. You know, you don't have as many restaurants as Royal Oak, which is a good thing, but you've got a lot of shops like this, the little boutiques, and I like Berkeley.
Absolutely. Well, we're lucky to have you here. I should mention that you guys recently moved.
Right,
You're a little
that
bit
is
west of
correct.
your old location, so if people are looking for
We
you.
were in the little strip mall right at Berkeley Corners for 5 years. We moved a year ago, and people have found us. Plus, if anybody wants to, they can come in and get one of our holiday calendars for next year, which each month has a different coupon.
I think it would make me hungry
So
looking at that
is
every
great.
day.
But that's a nice reminder.
Sure.
Nice big squares to write into.
Absolutely.
So please, you know, have our Berkeleyites and other people that are able to watch this come in and get a calendar. Just say hi. Come in and get a free sample.
Well, thank you so much, Joyce.
You're welcome.
Smells delicious in here. I'm glad that we just had lunch, so I'm not starving.
Can't
But
tempt you.
no, thank you. But I do encourage all of our viewers to come down to, you know, just look around. Like Joyce said, just grab a calendar, and I think you'll probably walk out of here with something that you'll like to eat.
We have Jump-A-Rama gymnastics classes.
Tuesday mornings for kids 1 to 2 years old or 2 to 4 years old. And then Thursdays after school, 4 to 6 year olds, and then 6 to 9 year olds.
Berkeley Parks and Recreation offers pillow polo for kids in grades K through 3. Boys and girls, don't miss out on this great floor hockey type team sport. Hockey rules with foam sticks and ball. 8 weeks of practice combined with 6 weeks of games. Practices begin January 23rd and the program ends March 23rd. The deadline for registration is January 20th, 2012. All practices and registration will be held at the Berkeley Community Center. Choose the practice day and time that works best for you and your friends. All games will be on Fridays. Let's go, Dan!
Brand new this year is colored pencil drawing class. Berkeley resident Ken Hank, who's an outstanding artist himself, will teach you the ins and outs and everything you need to know about colored pencil drawing.
Dog obedience classes will be held at the Berkeley Parks and Recreation Center for both puppy and adult dogs. Puppy classes start January 23rd and adult classes start January 25th, and they both run about 8 weeks. So check out the times at Parks and Recreation and learn how to train your puppy. Are cold hands and feet a problem? Do you suffer from leg cramps? This gentle motion Tai Chi Chuan class, designed with seniors in mind, will help you to improve your circulation and lower blood pressure. Offered at 9 a.m. Wednesday and Friday, starting February 8th, this 6-week session will be an ongoing class at the Berkeley Parks and Recreation.
It's $30 for one day or $50 for both. We're offering 7 days of camp over the holiday break, Monday the 19th through Thursday the 22nd, and the 27th through the 29th. Sign up for whatever days you need and go on a field trip every day. New this winter at Berkeley Parks and Recreation are Lego classes. Lego Fungineering for ages 6 to 8. Mondays beginning January 23rd for 5 weeks, 3:45 to 5:45 p.m. Enjoy hands-on activities with levers, gears, wheels, axes, and pulleys, incorporating math, science, creativity, and teamwork.
Hey Teresa, what do you got going on January 28th?
Nothing. What's up?
You gotta check out Winterfest. It's Parks and Recreation's 2nd annual event, and it's gonna be awesome.
What goes on at Winterfest?
We've got a day slated with great stuff. We're gonna have a snowman building competition for the family to start things off. We've got a winter petting farm for the kids, which is gonna be awesome. We got all sorts of other great things. We're gonna have broomball and kickball demonstrations.
Do you have a chili cook-off?
We definitely have a chili cook-off. We had about 16 different chilies last year. People came in, they got to sample each one, and they got to vote for the best. We had a winner. It was pretty cool.
What else do you got going on? You've got bonfire s'mores, open skating.
Yep, we've got a lot of volunteers that are coming in helping us out with this. We've actually got some of the local Boy Scouts that are going to come and do the s'mores and, you know, have the bonfire. You know, hopefully we have a great day like we did last year, but, you know, I mean, it's winter outside, so we've got to have a fire. We'll have the Boy Scouts there to kind of talk with people and, you know, give you
So what time does this start then, on the 28th?
Great question, great question. We started about 10 in the morning with some of the events. We're going to have a craft show at the community center, so people can come inside to check some things out. We're going to actually have a hockey game to end the night. The Berkeley Bears High School team, They've got a game at 5 o'clock against our rivals from Royal Oak, so that's going to be pretty cool too. And then we've got open skating. Actually, we're going to have 2 different times. In the morning, starting at 10, and then closing the night off at 7 o'clock as well.
A whole day of winter fun, and how did last year's go?
Last year's event was awesome. The community really showed their support for Parks and Recreation and the event, and we're looking forward to even better success this time.
And do people have to pay for any of this?
It's the best part. The whole day is free.
That's awesome. That's such a good thing that you guys do, and I think I know what I'm doing on January 28th now, so I would encourage our viewers to come out as well, and I'm sure you would do the same.
Definitely. We'll see you there.
We're here at Christie's on Coolidge Highway. I am joined by the owner, Chris Sanders. Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
So we are in your beautiful store that's just filled with all sorts of teas and things to use for tea. Can you please just describe in more detail what your store offers?
Well, besides the teas, I have all my collections. I've been collecting for 40 years.
So these are...
Everything that's in the shop is pretty much what I've collected.
That's incredible.
And the rest is in my basement. And so I like the vintage china, the crystal, things that make your house feel a little cozy and a little comfortable. And seems like a lot of people like that.
And what is it about tea collections that first attracted you, you said over 40 years ago?
Well, my grandmother was a Ohio farm wife, and I just liked that cozy feeling, so I started collecting just little things that reminded me of her, and then it started to grow.
And the name of the store came from, obviously it works with the T at the end,
Right.
T-E-A.
Well, my first name is Kristen, and my family always called me Christy when I was little. And I went, well, that fits right in. I think I'll use that.
And how long have you been located here in Berkeley?
13 months now.
And how is it going?
Great.
What was it about Berkeley that made you say this is the spot that you wanted to open your store?
Well, I've been shopping in Berkeley, and I like the small shops. And I liked this one because it just had character. And Berkeley has character. And the people in Berkeley are great. They love to shop their own town.
That's
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
So it's holiday season. A lot of people look for unique gifts around this time.
Right.
And as you said, I mean, Berkeley offers a lot of that, your store being included in that. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of the maybe smaller things and then bigger things that, you know, if someone had a loved one that wanted something to do
Something
with tea?
unique?
Yes.
Okay. Some of our teapots are very unique. I have some from all around the world. And I got those because somebody brought them to me and wanted to sell them. They had collected them.
Sure.
I'm probably the only place in Detroit area that has real brown betties from England. So I have bigger priced items. I have a couch for sale. I have tea bags. I have just the really unique things, and my scone mix.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's number
That have
one.
scones with tea, right?
Yeah, and it's a #1 seller.
That's wonderful. We'll actually be going down to Elwyn's later,
Uh-oh.
and maybe you can get scones from everywhere.
Yes,
so
yes.
that's a wonderful thing
Right.
that you can do with
Right.
tea. Anything that really speaks to you. You know, we talked a little bit about. You said that your grandmother inspired you to do this, and as sometimes little girls and little boys, you have tea parties. What is it about this that you think really attracts people?
I think tea is a comfort food, and people are looking for something to warm them up or just help them relax because their days are so hectic,
Sure.
and they want to take that 10 minutes to just sit down and sip a cup of tea. And I didn't get into tea until after I retired from nursing and studied the health benefits of tea. So
absolutely.
people are really starting to get into that health conscious, give me something to drink that's good for me.
Sure, and as the cold weather keeps coming in, it's
Right.
something to warm us back
Well,
up.
summertime I served iced tea too.
Oh, that's
Eh,
amazing.
yeah.
See, you go with the season.
Right.
So 13 months in, what has been the reaction of people that have stopped into your shop?
It's wonderful. I hear what I want to hear as they're walking out the door. My grandmother had this in her house. My mother had this. I remember this from somebody,
Sure.
A good friend. And I ought to pick that up for so-and-so.
Yeah.
So it makes me feel good that other people are finding it as
Creates
fun as
memories.
I do. Yeah.
I love the quote you have on your wall. It says, the fondest memories are made when gathered around the table, and I think
Right.
that's beautiful.
Right. Doesn't matter if it's a tea table or a kitchen table.
Absolutely. I think your store is beautiful.
Thank you.
And, we really encourage people to stop in. It's a great place to get a gift for yourself or a loved one. And as Chris said, it brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, it does. It's fun.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Chris.
you.
At the Berkeley Book Corner, I am joined by one of the owners, Vic Waddell. Your wife is also one of the owners. We'll mention Michelle, correct?
That's correct.
And so we're in your bookstore here that just recently opened in Berkeley. Can you tell our viewers how long you've been open?
A little over 2 weeks.
Okay, so you're very new.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your sign outside says that you sell new and gently used books. Can you talk a little bit about sort of what you offer?
Well, we have a huge mix of books here. We have some that are just published. We just got the Sue Grafton, and we have Steve Jobs' biography and the new Stephen King novel. But we also have used books here. They're in like new condition. And we are very selective about the books that we offer, but we are able to offer them at a discount. So people are able to find good value here.
And how do you acquire those, Vic?
Oh, everywhere. Some we get directly from the publisher. There are local warehouses that we work with, that we partner with. We even go to garage sales and library sales to pick them up, by hand.
That's
So,
wonderful. And as you mentioned, they come with a discount and they read the exact same. So
That's right.
what was sort of your inspiration behind, had you owned a bookstore before? Is this your first? What's the
No,
inspiration behind opening it?
Well, it was sort of like a dream I've had for a long time. Originally, I meant to retire, with a bookstore,
Right.
but I got laid off. And so, from my previous position, and Michelle said, why not open it now? And it just seemed to click, and it was a good idea, so we went ahead and we did it.
And what was it about Berkeley that made you think, great place to locate your dream?
We're here on Coolidge, just north of Catalpa, and I got to tell you, this is a very dynamic neighborhood. So there's lots of stores opening here. You go half a mile away on Woodward, and it's half empty shop fronts. But here, they're building new buildings to house all the businesses. So I think this is an excellent location for us.
Great. And what has sort of been, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but what has, have you heard comments from residents or other business owners? What's been the input?
Everybody's been very helpful and supportive. I mean, everyone who walks in here just smiles. They look around and say, wow, a bookstore.
I
just love this.
It smells like books.
That's
it just has
that's
that
right.
beautiful
That's right.
smell.
That's right. So we're very happy. It's a neighborhood, and we've become part of the neighborhood. So.
And I should mention you have a cute little area back there called the Kids Zone, where
Yes,
you
that's
have
right.
different things that the kids can do if their parents are walking around. It's a small enough store.
That's right.
Anything else that you think that it's the holiday time? Books are a wonderful gift. I mean, throughout the year, but
That's
around
right.
the holidays. Any special books that you think are out right now that people might not know about, or that you've read, or that you'd like to recommend?
Well, since getting into the book business, I'm really surprised at how many Christmas-themed books there actually are. We've got The Grinch That Stole Christmas. We've got John Grisham's Christmas book. There's a Christmas book by Glenn Beck. I didn't even know that until, So we have a lot of stuff,
Okay. Are you an avid reader?
Yes, I am.
So some of your favorites, can you mention?
Oh,
something that you've most recently read, maybe that you thought was just a dynamic read?
I just finished reading The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I'm currently reading The Hunger Games. The movie's coming out in the spring. Yeah, that's a very good one. We would be here all day if I had to list every book that I enjoy reading. But yeah, it's just, I try to pick a big variety so that I can.
And then you can talk about that sort of with your customers.
Yeah.
And you do try to make it, it's a smaller store. A lot of, everyone knows a lot of the bigger bookstores are, have closed. What do you try to offer that's a little bit different maybe from one of those bigger bookstores?
Well, hopefully I offer a lot more customer service. So I take the time to talk to every customer and find out what they really want. And I do my best to make recommendations of other authors that are similar to the ones that you like.
That's a wonderful touch. 2 weeks in, looking ahead to the new year, what are you hoping for?
Well, it's Christmas and everybody likes to buy presents.
Yeah.
So, we have the books. So come on in and, I've got gift certificates and,
So someone can give that and then they can their loved one can come in and choose what they want and talk to you. And
absolutely. Bring your family as well.
wonderful. Yes. Well, we wish you continued success. It's a wonderful addition to this area of Coolidge and the city of Berkeley. As I mentioned, books are a wonderful gift all year round or just for yourself. And, we're really happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
It's going to be a wonderful holiday season. I've had a great time checking out some of the cool gifts you can get in the city of Berkeley and popping into the Parks and Recreation Department and finding out what you can do over the holiday break. I encourage all of you to get out and see what's new in Berkeley, and I wish you and your loved ones a happy holiday season.